This is GCA GGL, New Platforms for Traditional Resources. Our presenters today are Irmak Ertuna, Program Manager for Global Census Archive, and Troy Adland, Director of Operations. Our presentation will cover the Global Geography Library. We'll give you an overview, platform demonstration, and a collection spotlight with a focus on Time's Comprehensive Atlas of the World. And then the Global Census Archive, a platform demonstration, census data and research, and the collection spotlight on India and Japan. And with that, I turn it over to our presenters.
All right, thank you, Carolyn. Hello, my name is Troy Odland. As Carolyn said, the Director of Operations for Eastview Geospatial, and and I oversee the Global Geography Library program. And to introduce it here, it is one of Eastview's newest platforms that we have. And in short, it's a aggregated um, database for geospatial collections, maps, atlases, explanatory notes, and other geospatial content. Um, the coverage that we have right now certainly spans the world, and we continue to work to fill in with more large scale mapping and grow the coverage that we have, adding new content at least every quarter. The content that we have is authoritative, copyrighted and non-copyright materials. We're working with national mapping agencies to sign agreements with them and allow us to, platformize and make digital their offerings. Then for non-copyrighted materials or open source items, we're also bringing that to the platform as well. And for GGL, where we can, as often as we can, we want to offer the ability to stream the maps, the mosaic, a geomosaic of the maps into your GIS software of choice or the data visualization software that works for the end user. And for the Global Geography Library, we break it up into different families. The first family that we have is the topographic family. So, the topographic mapping, your elevation, transportation networks, populated places, and things that you'll find on the topographic maps. For earth sciences family, certainly geological mapping, geophysical mapping, hydrogeological, and many other different flavors within the earth science family. Also, here again, you'll find the explanatory notes or other reports living right alongside the maps on platform, ready to be searched and discovered. Aeronautical charts for navigation or aviation, I should say, but also the aeronautical map series can offer a really nice, worldwide option for authoritative mapping. The maritime family dealing with navigation at sea and other maybe inland bodies of navigable water. Um, Not only, certainly the nautical charts, but tide tables, lists of lights, catalogs from different the respective hydrographic agencies and other important information that can go along with the maritime family. Then there's a thematic reference, commercial and educational. Mostly, this is going to include maps that are coming from more private publishers. Could be things that are, for hiking or tourism or various thematic mapping that's taking place by an individual publisher. And then the Atlas family is gets its own. So while it's a specific publication type, the atlases can cover the comprehensive world atlases or a authoritative country national atlas, and then everything else in between as well. And GGL Plus is an opportunity for individual institutions or organizations to allow for their content to be made accessible on the platform and only for their user group and user base. It's a nice option if the IT infrastructure or the time for the institution just maybe doesn't allow for a digital map library of their own. And the spotlight here today is on the Times Atlas collection. So the comprehensive Atlas of the world is the collection, and it's able to happen because of an agreement that we have through and with HarperCollins. So it's the only offering for the Times Atlas digitally, at least where those atlases that are still under copyright, they are all existing here on the platform. Over 125 years of content that covers that time span. There's 19 editions all the way back to 1895, and the most recent edition, the 16th, being in 2023. And having all of these atlases in one location is a great tool to be able to compare quickly across the different atlases and see how cartography has changed, see how different borders, how just how things have changed from the perspective of the Times Atlas over that time span. And the digital reproduction, the scanning work that went into it is very high quality, and the viewing experience is certainly one that is of high quality on the platform. If you're on the platform viewing it, one view that you have is to see the thumbnails of the atlases here. So this is not every atlas, but a good chunk of them. And if you have this view, you're able to click on each atlas, bring up a little bit of details about the atlas. In this case, I've selected the third edition. You'll get some, again, details there about it, and you're given an option to use the PDF view or the high-res view. The high-res view is a view that's based on IIIF, and it just offers a really snappy experience where PDFs are usually quite snappy themselves, but in some cases for the Times Atlas, the PDF can be quite heavy in terms of the file, so it might not load as snappy as the high res view does. But when we're in the PDF view here, we have a table of contents on the left as well as a thumbnail view for each of the pages. And then we see the atlas on the right in the main portion of the PDF viewer. Certainly able to scroll into different things, click to different maps, different plates, and things like this. In the upper right, for viewing when you're in the PDF mode, you're able to search the content within the PDF that is text searchable. In this case, I'm searching for Senegal. My results are going to pop up on the right window pane over there. And then clicking through each result will, zoom and pan to that particular result. So here I can see I've got just some basic information about Senegal, and over there on the right part of the rectangle, I can see that the plate 89 is where I'll find Senegal. And moving then to plate 89, I can get a nice overview of Senegal, see where it's positioned within Western Africa, see the surroundings, and just get a nice feel for the area. And if I'm now wanting to get a more detailed view of Senegal, I can go out of the GGL Atlas family and go into GGL Topographic, and it's here where I can find a topographic map series that's at a larger scale than the map plate that we were just looking at. So going in to GGL topographic, I can highlight the collection that I'm interested in as Senegal. And then the given map series here, I had two options, and I've chosen the 1 to 200,000 scale map series from Senegal. And you can see there on the right, the maps populate there on the right. And for this case now, I'm saying, well, I want to see all of the maps together at one time. So in the publication type, you're able to select the mosaic type, which will then on the right give you that opportunity to open the geomosaic for the maps. And this geomosaic has, cropped the individual maps and stitched them all together to make the geomosaic. We can see the index over the maps at the moment, and now I'm gonna just turn that off to give a nice view of the entire map series at once. From here, it's a nice zooming in and out experience, a deep zoom experience, and I can zoom in very nicely on the western part of the country. And if I say, okay, this is, actually it turns out this is the map I'm interested in, I'm able to turn that index back on and click on the index and bring up the details, about that individual map sheet. And again, from here, I could choose the PDF view or the high res view. And I've chose PDF, and now I'm able to move into that individual map and be able to see the marginalia, the legend, and also in this case, search the text that is text searchable from the map. In this case, this map has the legend information, text searchable, and I'm interested in finding a place of worship, what the symbol is for it. So with this map being French, I need to search for the French term, but I put it into the upper right there. I get the results, and it takes me to that location on the legend where I can see the different symbols for place of worship. If I move back out from the individual map and go back to the mosaic, it's here in the bottom right where I'm able to copy the URL information for that mosaic. And when I copy that information, if I open up, in this case, I'm going to open up ArcPro. I'm able to go into the connections server and add a new WMTS, the Web Map Tiling Service connection to ArcPro, and that will then bring into ArcPro, bring off the platform the entire map series for Senegal 1 to 200,000. And once I have it in ArcPro, I can do various things if it's swiping or different transparencies, bring in other geospatial data or other map series and compare away. And just very quickly, some content spotlights, offering, or I should say, showing a little bit of the different options that we have. This is not an extensive list for everything that's available on GGL. If you want to have that extensive list, certainly reach out, and we'd be happy to give that to you. Definitely a lot of different focuses in Africa, strong with this with Israel and the survey of Israel. In a case like maritime for the NOAA nautical charts, those certainly are an open access nautical chart. Now they've all been canceled, but it's the sort of thing where having them available on GGL, it's a permanent availability. And in the case of the US government or other governments of the world where maps that are available today on a given website may not always be available tomorrow. So bringing them there, bringing them from those open source places and putting them on the platform just ensures that access going forward. And yeah. So wrapping up for my section here, just some quick takeaways. GGL, again, Eastview's newest platform for aggregated digital map and related content platform. Most of that content, uh, I shouldn't say most, it's authoritative content. The collections are curated, so you really have the information that you need. You're able to stream that content into your given GIS application, and having it on the platform allows for 24/7 access. So the patrons or users can research and analyze the maps and information as they wish. Um, Over to you.
Thank you, Troy.
Mhm.
My name is Irmak Ertuna, and I will be talking about the Global Census Archive. This is a primary resource archive, and as many would know, the censuses have been published and stored in libraries as books and sometimes volumes, dozens of hundreds of volumes of books, or they were stored in microfilm form. The Global Census Archive aims to bring all these historical archival material in digital format, as well as the contemporary censuses that are published online together under one roof. And to this date, we have all the countries represented and a comprehensive coverage of censuses published, especially since the 18th and 19th centuries. And we have over 9 million pages of documents. And it is an archive that continually grows. So as the new census rounds become available, we add them to our archive. In some cases, these archives are available online in the new censuses are available in the National Statistics Office's websites, but there's not a single publication schedule, and what is available today might not be available tomorrow for different reasons. So our archive presents a reliable place to have continuous access to these resources. In terms of the census content, we have different types of publications, and these include anything from public awareness campaigns to analytical reports, maps and atlases, methodology and training documents, as well as obviously the census results themselves that are published in either PDF form or in Excel format for the newer census rounds. And this is the example of a PDF table. And then the newest censuses offer the Excel formats, and those are downloadable to your own device from our archive. In certain cases, we do offer table extraction services if you're interested in a particular census table. And finally, the other format we offer on our archive is the GIS census data. And these, again, are hosted on the platform, and the users can download and use whatever software they choose to have access to these census data in the GIS form. These we can also transfer through an FTP delivery. This digital archive is organized in such a way that even the undergraduate researchers can master it in a matter of minutes. Every country has its own landing site, and the researcher can see what censuses are available for that country through their institution. In the case of India, we do have all the censuses ever published for India. And then if you're interested in the latest census, you go to 2011 census round, and then you see the different publications within that census and different series. So you can go to the series site and see different titles and what is available. Another advantage of having these primary resource materials in digital format is our archive provides different research tools. So This is the homepage of the GCA. And at a first glance, you can see through the map what countries are available to your institution. And then you can filter through different census rounds, subjects. You can filter through publication types, languages that you have knowledge of. And then another important function is the search function. Let's say you're interested in the information and communication technologies in different countries, and you have the keyword mobile phone, and once you search the archive, you see each instance of that keyword appear. So the mobile phone appears in these censuses, and then you can see through the thumbnails if it's a chart, if it's a table, and then you can click on your document. And on the document, you get these little icons. And here's the scissors icon that's very useful. You can snip the text that you want. And on the next page, you get the text from the image. And that, if it's not in a language that you are familiar with, then you can copy paste that text into translation software or just Google Translate and get the English. And censuses, having all the censuses in one roof enables a very informed quantitative analysis. Say you're interested in the employment status of men and women over the years in Japan, and you're looking at a particular prefecture, Hokkaido, and this is a census table from Hokkaido from 1965. You can look at the table, find the results, and then you can go to 2015 or 2020 censuses. They all have Excel tables, and then look at the Hokkaido results and find those tables in order to make your analysis. Similarly, having all the documents that a census authority published for a census round informs the researchers of the historical context in which the census was conducted. So to go back to India, if you look at the 1881 census, this census was conducted by the colonial administration. And you can look at all these analytical reports and the notes they had of different castes and the numbers and their descriptions. And you can understand how this had like lasting consequences for India. This is the 1951 census of India, the first census after the partition of the country, and has reports on the displaced populations. So with each census round, you get different priorities, different information that the authorities chose to include. So this creates a great contextual awareness for all those demographic results that census authorities got. To sum up, censuses are primary research sources that can inform many different types of research. And it is hard to curate a global set of censuses because there's not a single publication schedule, and the availability is not always guaranteed. But Global Census Archive monitors closely, has relations with different national statistics institutes through our portfolio managers, and we acquire all these censuses and put them on our platform. And the platform adds different research and platform tools that the next generation of researchers are familiar with. So makes these important documents come back to life for new research. So I will pass the microphone to Troy, but before I do that, we are about to end. So if anybody has any questions, you can type in the Q&A. But with that, Troy will talk a little bit about how GCA and GGL can be used together.
Yeah, so using the content from GGL and GCA, we have here a Malawi, where we have the geomosaics for the various. I think in this case, it's Malawi 50K. We can bring that, as we talked about, we can bring that geomosaic for the map series into, again, in this case, Arc Pro. And you can see it here. Okay, now I have the full country mosaic, and then the GCA GIS content that is downloadable or accessed or given to the institution through FTP. That can be then brought in as well to Arc Pro, and using these authoritative sources together, can hopefully portray the given picture that the end user is looking for, or inform them in different ways that that maybe one of the resources on their own wouldn't quite be able to tell the full story that someone is interested in. So here's just zooming in over the capital. Certainly using a swipe tool, different things. I've just got some basic symbology on this particular age group population layer, and yeah, able to put on different transparencies and things like this. But just wanted to end with a highlight that while it are these GCA and GGL, they are on different platforms. They absolutely can be used together and complement each other quite nicely. Yeah, thank you everybody for attending. That will conclude the presentation, and this will also be emailed out to you. And again, if you have any questions or need a individual follow-up of some kind, please reach out, and we'll be happy to help. So thank you. Have a good rest of your day, and have a nice week.